Hello, everyone. Uh, Thought we'd do a little channel update. Um, haven't been on in a while, mostly because it's wintertime here in Michigan, and it's very snowy, very wet, and very cold outside. So, not doing much with the real cars. However, I do collect Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, so I thought I would show some of those I've collected over the last month. And just a little update. Got through the holidays. Hope everyone had a good holiday. Happy New Year. So the Taurus. Sorry, I'm a little out of it because I've been sick, very sick. Me and two of my daughters have whatever this flu, COVID, respiratory infection, whatever it is. It's running rampant. But anyway, after much deliberation, we've decided to go ahead and sell the red 2000 Grand Marquis. The car, I was holding out hope, but I think the car is just in a little too bad of condition. I did find some holes in the frame rails under the trunk area, and I was just going to patch them, but with having the Lincoln 2, the 97 Lincoln Cartier, Town Car Cartier, I'd kind of rather build that car, and I'm not in a position financially to do them both at the same time. So I think it'd be better to get rid of the Mercury, because the Lincoln's in actually much better shape, even though it's older and has more miles. So we're going to do that, and we're going to work on the Lincoln. And all the other cars we have seem to be fine. The Journey, the Taurus, the Jeep, they're doing okay. So that's basically the update. Just kind of waiting for winter to get over with. We got about another 2.5 to 3 months, give or take a few weeks. Michigan can be strange. It can be really, really warm and then really, really cold. So, in a matter of a day. So it's like, and so that's that. So fortunately, I'm not going to fix up the Mercury. I am going to work on the Lincoln. We're going to turn the Lincoln into the project car that it deserves to be. At least I think so. Sorry, it's my goofy cat trying to get in here. That's Ozzy. Yeah, he's a good boy, but he's a little dumb. He runs into the door, falls off of stuff all the time. I don't know. Anyways, let's show some diecast cars. Like I said, this is everything I've gathered up over the past month. So I thought I would do once every couple of weeks. I'll show what I've found. And it's not much. Not like it used to be anyway. I've been collecting since the 80s, and you can't find stuff. Too many people are eBaying them now. But anyway, I guess we'll start at the top. Got the GMC 3500 utility truck. I like these big old Chevy trucks. You don't see them hardly anymore. Big commercial trucks. I was a big fan of the GMC Top Kick. And I found this as a Hot Wheels Ford Mustang GTD. This is actually the Super of this case. This one isn't. This is a regular version, but and on these Hot Wheels, you can look up here, and this is a B case for 2026. And also out of the B case, 70 Dodge Hemi Challenger. Just thought that was a good looking car. I grew up a Mopar kid. My dad drove pretty much just Plymouths. He really liked Plymouths for some reason. They don't even make those anymore. Hot Wheels Boulevard 2002 Pontiac Firebird. Thought this was a good looking car. Always liked the Pontiac Firebirds. I got a little special place in my heart for the Pontiacs. Big fan of the Grand Prix. Especially I like the last Grand Prix, but that early to mid 90s SE, that was the Grand Prix for me. I just loved that car. Let's see. We got the Gritter King. That's like a plow truck. Thought that was pretty neat. Picked up the 94 Lexus LS 400. Never been a huge fan of Lexus cars, but they're nice. You know, for a dolled up Toyota, they're pretty nice. I do like Toyotas, though. I had a Corolla a few years back that I really liked. Got a Toyota Celica. 93 Celica. Pretty nice. Like the red and the white on this car. We got the 2024 Honda Civic Type R. It's a pretty slick car. Got a little inside joke. My one daughter's roommates used to drive a blue Civic, and I called it the Blue Hondu. So that's what I call these. These are the Blue Hondus. 64 Lincoln Continental in white. It's like, hey, I'm a huge fan of the big Fords, as you guys well know. The little Lotus Cortina. Always like these little cars. It's also a Ford Cortina, I guess, in some markets. We got the Chevette VP Racing. Had a Chevette when I was a teenager, an 85. Was a stick shift. Kind of a dog of a car, but, you know, got me around a little bit. There's a Hot Wheels kit concept. That was kind of neat. Kind of reminds me of, there was a car in the 90s. It was called the Vector W8, and this car reminds me of that a lot. It reminds me of that a lot. But, yeah, neat car. So it was a little Knight Rider action. Got the Datsun 240Z. Always liked these. Wanted one since I was a kid, but I never found one in good shape. And now they're getting so old. You know, you're paying money for them now. But yeah, the 240Z, what a neat car. With the inline six. Yeah. And the Dodge Lower Red Express truck with the VP Racing logos on it. Huge fan of the 78 tin grill Dodge. Had a red 440 in my early 20s. I think it was a W200. Yeah, and it had a factory 440 in it. It was a big old farm truck. It was cool. Okay, now we've got the 5-packs. This is Matchbox City Drivers 5. Got a neat little city bus. The Chevy Caprice is pretty much the reason I bought this 5-pack. I like those Caprices. We've got the Renault Kangoo with the skate jams on it. I thought the Ford van was kind of cool with the toxic tank on it. And we have a, security bank truck, like a armored truck, I guess. So that's pretty neat, pretty good, pretty decent 5-pack. I like, these two basically, but not bad. Grabbed the Night Burners 5-pack. Got the Ford Sierra at the top. Nissan Maxima wagon, drift car. The Toyota GR Supra. The Dimakini Veloce, which is a fantasy model. And a Subaru WRX. And, I think the paint jobs on these cars are really nice. I really like how this one is. They've done a really good job making this look like it was a real model. Kind of reminds me of the old the Lancia. There was a Lancia in the Herbie movie when I was a kid that kind of looks like this. Yep, Nissan. Pretty nice. I really like the Ford, the Cosworth Ford here. That's a really nice car. I like that. Used to be one around the corner from my house, but it was the Mercor X4 Ti or whatever they were called back then. It's like a little German Ford. But yeah, pretty cool. And then the Baja Blazers 5-pack. Got the Bronco Type R, which is pretty neat. The Bull Whip, which I don't really like this one. It's interesting. But this is called the Mountain Mauler. It's like a modified Jeep. We have the 87 Dodge D100. Really like this one. And a Jeep Wrangler. Yeah, big fan of Dodge trucks, especially the older ones. But yeah, that's it. That's the haul. So a couple of weeks we'll do another one. I just sort of grab what I like and what I can find. I have encountered some scalpers. They kind of make the hobby hard, really. You go up and I had one fellow who had all the pegs emptied in his cart. And I don't understand that. He was just standing there scanning everything with his phone. It's like, okay, what are you doing? But anyway, so that's that. So, yep, the Mercury's going to have to go away. But then we'll be able to focus on the Lincoln more. So we're going to do that. Stay tuned for those videos once spring and summer come back around, because I don't know. I like the Lincoln better. It's in better shape. It just makes sense. And the frame being rotten in that Mercury doesn't help its case at all. So, okay. Everybody have a good one. We'll come back in a couple of weeks with another Hot Wheel video. So stay tuned to that if you're into the Hot Wheels. And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.